Hey everyone, Mike on Monday coming to you. So I know a number of our locations are going very strong out in the fields and such. As you get away from the lake, conditions improve. Clay against the lake, cold temperatures, still wet, etc. But things to be watching for, black cutworm. We know that the traps in Dodge County, Green Lake, Adams, and Marathon are showing that we're getting some numbers building in there, so keep our eye out for the black cutworm. Seed corn maggot along the state line numbers seem to be higher than normal in the past. So again, this is where seed treatments come into play to help you out with those things. This week looks like we'll be able to go and get fungicide on the alfalfa, as the lion's share of the alfalfa is reaching stages of prime time to get that done. Any of the wheat that still needs fertilizer, if you can get on that ground, absolutely get that done. I know again on the clays, we're still waiting for a lot of acres to be available to us. And then spraying to the west, again, the west is a good week ahead of what's happening in the east from what I'm picking up and seeing. So we're already starting to spray wheat to the east, to the west, and still trying to get the first shot of fertilizer on in the east. But that's just the difference in the conditions we're working with. So if you are experiencing cool, cold conditions, remember, if you're out there trying to do burn downs and such, sprays are slower. The cooler and cloudier we get, the longer it takes for the herbicides to work. So patience will be required in that area. If you're farther inland where you're seeing sun on a regular basis, warm temperatures, warm being 60 plus degrees, you'll see activity work a lot better. The other thing that we are seeing is that we're probably going to put the crop in the ground in a more compact fashion than last year, giving us less time to look at getting those pre's on. So it's very, very important when you're out there in the field to let us know that, hey, I'm getting these soybeans in the ground. Call in your pre-emerges, be ready, because once things get warm, as the weatherman claims is going to later in the week, things are going to happen real fast, and we don't want to miss out on that pre-emerge shot of application, especially in the beans, because we have limited amounts of chemistry to work out there, and we're trying to stretch all the modes of action across that acre, and some of those modes of action will kill your beans if they're out of the ground. So it is imperative that you get those fields called in a very timely fashion. Last thing I got is, if you've got pop-up tanks or starter tanks that still need filling, even though maybe you're not in the field, get those called in. We'll start getting those filled so that those things are ready and to go if you haven't done so already. Or maybe it's a refill. Be watching how fast you're going through stuff. Again, early communication of timing of needs, etc., are going to be paramount this year with the challenges of everything that all of us are dealing with. But with that, be safe, take your time, we'll get through it, we'll get this work done, but we all got to communicate. With that, let's have some sun, some fun. We'll talk to you next week.